up out the way, don't get your issue splat. Stop letting this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. I feel like I'm JX.
J-Way.
I'm a perfectionist. Adderall got me restless.
I'm gone.
Run with a wild crew, they get reckless. Young boy, come up off that neck.
Give me that.
To the trends. See a lead, be the band.
Let's try that again. Good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode of Corner to Copa. This is a player profile edition. This is a very fitting player profile for the timing, and you'll find out right now. Coach, take it away.
All right. Excuse us a little bit. We're a little excited today. The magic number's falling along with the games remaining. So we have to talk about the number one overall pitching prospect in the major leagues who made his debut last night. That is Jackson Jobe, standing about 6'2", 190 pounds, originally from Irving, Texas. Out of high school at Oklahoma City at Heritage Hall. First round pick back in 2021. He went to face 4 batters last night, pretty much debuted his 4-seam, his cutter, and throwing only 1 changeup. Gassed it up to about 98, 99 miles an hour. Average rate around 94, 96. But before we really kind of go into detail of his performance last night, get a little bit of a brief background here. So the last couple of years in the minor leagues, he's kind of worked on his game quite a bit. 2022, right around 500 with 3.80 ERA, 1.3 sub whip in 21 starts. 77 innings, almost 70 hits, 33 earned runs with 14 dingers, and a good 81 to 30 strike to walk ratio. A little bit better of 2-1, north of 2-1. 2023, a little bit shorter season, 2-4. Lowered his ERA by a full run. Had his whip under 1 in 16 starts, 64 innings. 57 hits, 20 earns, 9 home runs. This was the crazy stat. And I looked around to see if it was a typo. He had 84 strikeouts to 6 walks in 2023. That's right, 84 to 6 walks. That's a 14-1 ratio. That's unheard of. I tried to vet that at a couple different sources, and they all came up the same thing. But then before the call up this year, and obviously, again, a little bit shorter season due to the injury he had earlier in the late spring, early summer. 2.36 ERA with a 1.12 whip in 21 starts. 96 strikeouts to 45 walks. So, again, right back to that 2-1 ratio of strikeouts to walks. Only 4 home runs allowed. So he's done a much better job year over year, reducing the long ball and increasing his strike to walkout ratio. So, he's got a fastball that averages around 94 miles an hour, which is crazy because we've seen him in Toledo and Erie throwing 99, 100, and I think maybe even 101 on some radar guns. 82 mile an hour slider. Changeup is going to be in the high 80s. Cutter anywhere between 88 and 92, so similar speed to the changeup. His slider is considered a wipeout slider. So we didn't see that. I think he was just trying to get by on a few pitches just to get, his feet wet last night, or I should say yesterday afternoon. Second high school prospect the team has taken in the high round since, including Colt Keith, Gatorade Player of the Year, Oklahoma State 4A champion, where he went 9-0 with a 0.13 ERA. I say again, a 0.13 ERA, which I swear, and he threw 51 2/3 innings that year. That's like 1 earned run, I feel like. Maybe, it can't be more than that. And you want to blow your mind here? He had 122 strikeouts to 5 walks in his high school senior year. That's better than 20-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Ridiculous. So this guy's got electric stuff. All right. He's got three plus pitches, kind of developing the cutter a little bit. We'll see what happens, but his slider was rated the best in his draft class, as we mentioned. Wipeout, elite spin rate, 3,000 plus RPMs with depth and accuracy. He can throw it as a chase pitch. He can throw it as a strike pitch. Fastball, again, 94, high spin rate with riding action. Change ups in the low 80s. It's got some extra tumble. Evaluators early on said that could be as good as his slider, which, if you've got those three going for you and he adds a fourth pitch, look out. And it looks like he's been developing a curveball because it was on some reports, not too many, but he has thrown it, I guess, a work in progress, upper 80 or upper 70s with nice shape. The evaluators called it about a B pitch right now. And just a little tidbit on him. He had verbally committed to play at Ole Miss and was projected to play both ways, hitting and fielding. They said he was, he hit for decent average, but he has, with his athleticism and arm, he could play shortstop, and he had bat speed and power potential before he transitioned to becoming pretty much a semi-PO in high school, which just means pitching only or pitcher only. So this guy's got a world of talent. We saw it last night. I'm done yapping. Foster, let me give you your thoughts on his performance last night.
I mean, that was fun. And just listening to the statistics, I mean, all I can do is just shake my head because it's just like, even in a video game, you couldn't recreate some of the stuff he has going on. So, if you thought the season was magical and you would have thought there's nothing more that we could bring to the table, we bring up our number one prospect essentially in a closer role last night. I mean, not in a closer role because it wasn't a save opportunity, but to bring him out to a sellout crowd with, not sellout. I don't know. It wasn't sellout, but it was 32,000 in the building.
35,000 fans. Yeah. It's the most September midweek attendance since 2015.
Yeah, midweek, which is also important too, against a Tampa Bay Rays team that's not, I mean, we have a lot to play for, so that makes it way more significant than anything. But I mean, the fact that the fans were cheering his name on, I mean, that had to have been insane. His parents were in the building, his family was in the building. So yeah, I mean, that had to have been very exhilarating and just quite the adrenaline rush. And he gave the fans what they wanted to see. He ramped it up. I think he topped out at 99 on a foul tip pitch. But I mean, this is just the peak of, I can't even say it's a peak of the iceberg. I mean, he only faced 4 batters, gave up his first hit, which was, had to get that out the way. But he only faced 4 batters. So, this guy, I mean, it's crazy because this type of stuff he has is, dominant closer type stuff, but this guy is about to be another Scooble type, another guy that's going to go, 6-7 innings a night and just fan people down with, with that fastball, the slider, the change, all the things that you talked about. So that was really fun and exciting. And it was nice that he didn't have a high pressure situation where he was coming in there with, down, up 2 runs, 3 runs. He was able to come in comfortable. He was able to just focus on throwing strikes and not have to nitpick and dance around. But, I don't know how much dancing around he's going to have to do because he's going to be tough to hit when he finally gets a, opportunity to, settle in a regular situation, 0-0, start off the game, that'll probably be a much more relaxing and comfortable situation. But it was exciting. It was fun to see because, we've been watching grainy minor league footage for the last, couple of years.
Deep center field cameras in Erie and Toledo.
Absolutely. So that was a little bit of a different perspective, but I'm excited about the whole, thing, the future and the present.
Yeah, I mean, if he continues to develop that changeup and that curveball that he allegedly has been working on, I mean, I don't want to make the comparison in terms of trajected success. But I mean, you're talking about the same 4 pitches that Justin Verlander had that made him one of the most dominant pitchers of his time. And then the eerie and irony of it is if it ended today, we're traveling to Houston. So it would be weird seeing the past with the present / future at the same time. So yeah, a lot of weird, but also good and fun emotions last night. So, and heading into the series finale today and the rest of the series. But yeah, that's all I got to say on Jobe. Is just sit back and relax. Hopefully he gets another appearance here, maybe against Chicago, to really settle in before the playoffs. But a lot to take in for the young guy for sure.
Absolutely. And we'll wrap things up. Please subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube and Corner to Copa on all audio aggregators. We will be back soon with another player profile, and we should have a show coming up pretty soon as well. If at the very least by Sunday, we'll have another show, kind of wrapping the season and seeing where we're at, and we know we're going to / where we want to be at, but we'll get to that. We'll be back real soon though.
Follow us on the socials.